Konnichiwa, boku wa Rocky desu, and welcome back to today's video where we are going to be reading some more Fire Punch by the legend himself, Tatsuki Fujimoto. Now, bro, I really just want to say thank you guys so much for being so patient with this, just in general. Now, for those of you guys who are watching this for the first time, you're going to be like, what do you mean patient with this? I took a short hiatus after the first volume. It's kind of what you expect, but also not at the same time. Basically, I took a hiatus out of respect to Fire Punch. Now, what I mean by this, and I'm sure that a lot of people are just going to skip past this intro, so if you're a real one, thank you for staying. I appreciate you. And you'll also see how many likes we need to get the more chapters for this one as well, because we're still doing that. We're still doing that. Thank you so much as well too for hitting the like goal on the previous chapters as well too. Appreciate you guys, man. W. Anyway, basically, yeah. Look, I wasn't necessarily in the best place. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say like, oh, I was, you know, depressed or anything like that. Basically, I've been going through some stuff, as every other human being in the world / the universe has. And I think around the time that I reacted to the latter part of Volume 1, there was just some other stuff around me that was really bothering me, if that made sense. And what was hilarious is, like, the day that I uploaded the Fire Punch reaction that we did and stuff like that, I was kind of turning to manga, as I do with any other form of content that I really enjoy, kind of as just a little bit of a distraction from the stuff that was, you know, kind of like bothering me in the back of my head. I was like, okay, cool, I've got some time that I've set aside, we're gonna react to some Fire Punch. Probably pretty poor judgment on my part, honestly. Looking back on it, pretty poor judgment, being like, ah yes, Fire Punch will give me a nice warm hug. Yeah, look, anyway, my fault. Yeah, I was basically just setting time aside. I was excited to get to some Fire Punch, and it hit a little bit harder than I expected, not gonna lie. And when I say a little bit harder, it hit pretty hard. I was like, damn. And yeah, basically, not because of Fire Punch itself, but just after that, there were some things that I was like really down on myself about. I've talked about this a little bit, but there's lots of different things that I'd kind of wanted to do with uploading content on this channel. I was pretty scattered about all of it as well too, so I was very frustrated with uploading certain things and like upload schedules and all of that type of stuff. And you know, some people wanted Fire Punch to be really regular, which I appreciate. Other people were like, just do it at your own pace. And then I was like, fuck, do I even want to do it like, you know, at those paces? Do I want to do it this way, or do it this way, or do it this way? So I was really frustrated with myself. And I just kind of considered that I really from the bottom of my heart love the work that Tatsuki Fujimoto makes. Like, I feel like, for me personally, if I was to summarize how I feel about his work just in general, his manga, his art, his storytelling, the worlds that he creates, I've done that in a video in my Chainsaw Man playlist, and that is titled Chainsaw Man, the Manga That Made Me Read. So cringe. But it is. He is the reason that I decided to actually start reading and enjoying it, right? Because I haven't been a reader. I don't read like that. You know, I was before Chainsaw Man, I was like, books? No, I'm good. So basically, this is where we are. And I feel like I just wasn't in the right mindset. I was really confused. I've even talked to you guys about this before as well too, with not sure, do I want to do manga reactions? Because I was also second guessing my reactions a lot. I was like, am I even saying anything that makes sense, or am I just talking out of my ass? Like, sometimes I felt just because this is something that I'm really passionate about, I think I was like extra judgmental of it. And I was like, oh, I guess I could have done, like, you know, these research videos and done this type of stuff. So should I present my manga content in like a video essay format way, or a commentary way, or something? And I prefer this way. But I was basically experimenting with all of these ideas. And so basically, amongst all of that, and me basically, like, you know that meme that's like, trust no one, not even yourself. Like, you know, you've got the gun to someone else's head, but then you've got the gun that's to someone else's head is actually the back of your head. Basically, it was a game of trust no one, not even yourself, right? And while I was playing that game with myself and having a great time, I didn't want to sully the experience of Fire Punch And I really genuinely wanted to enjoy this and immerse myself as much as possible in this story. So yeah, basically that's where we're at. Thankfully, I've moved past a lot of that, which is cool. Again, I hope it doesn't sound like, you know, I'm like fishing for compliments, because, you know, it is what it is. Like, I really appreciate you guys watching the manga reactions and all of that type of stuff. I just, you know, genuinely have issues sometimes, like other people, where I'm like, damn, is what I'm doing entertaining? Is it even fun for other people? Like, do people actually enjoy listening to me talk? Do I say intelligent things, or am I just here fucking, you know, peepo talking, just like, oh my god, I think this is very great, or some shit like that. You know, people get hyper judgmental of themselves. Anyway, I'm pretty much past that. Not forever, I wish, right? We are humans. Old habits die hard. But thankfully, I'm in a pretty good place. So that's all cool, right? So as far as content is concerned, yes, I'm 100% certain that indeed mangas still are going to be uploaded over here. That was another thing. I was still debating, like, oh, do I go back to LKTV anime, or fuck, like, are people gonna, you know, still stick around on this channel even if they see K-pop? Fuck, like, I was stressing over some fucking dumb shit. Anyway, I'm good, right? So Fire Punch is back. We're fucking here, right? I'm excited. Today, if you guys want to see extra chapters ASAP, I say ASAP because I just mean once we hit the goal, we'll do it, right? If you want to see extra chapters ASAP, 250 likes, go ahead, run it up, and we will get to it. Today, we're going to do 3 chapters, all right? I just thought we'd ease ourselves back in. I do know that Volume 2 has, I think it's 9 chapters. Volume 1 had 8, right? So Volume 2 starts from Chapter 9 and ends at Chapter 18, I'm pretty sure. So I thought we'd do 9, 10, and 11. I know, like, Locke, you might do more. It's pretty late, and I really just want to, like, give myself time to process this, you know, because it has been a little bit since we've read. I have refreshed myself regularly, by the way, but, you know, it's a Fujimoto work, so realistically, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be talking about anyway, you know, so we're here. Either way, Togata has basically just come up with the name for the series. The fourth wall is violently shaking, right? So Togata is like, oh, fireman. So we're here, all right? Fireman, Volume 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, blank page. Thank you. I do also have this set out for the double spreads, just in case, so no worries there. Alright, Fire Punch Volume 2, characters, just in case we need a refresh. Agni, a blessed with the power of regeneration. His little sister is killed by Doma, who engulfs Agni in flames that will never extinguish. And apparently, of course, his sister, he's like, oh, are you alive? So, fucking who knows what's going on here, man. Sun, a blessed with the power of electricity. Agni saves his life. My man doesn't have a leg right now. You know, yeah. I'm just going to pretend like Chapter 8 didn't exist, and I'm going to stay that way because that's the only way that I'll be able to sleep at night tonight. So we move. Neneto, a girl taken to Bamdog with Sun. Judah, a soldier of Bamdog who is a blessed with the power of regeneration. Judah. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Jack, a soldier of Bamdog who is a blessed with the power to heal wounds. Ivan, a soldier of Bamdog and Jack's little brother. Doma, a soldier of Bamdog who is a blessed with the power of fire. Oh my god, please, man, I'm so sorry. Did I really kill your sister? That whole thing, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Could you ever forgive me? Tears streaming down the man's face. I mean, at the end of the day, right? The one thing that you must not do in this world is die. Do anything, but die. Right? Those were the words that were given to Agni and his younger sister as well too. You can go through any amount, I'm paraphrasing, you can go through any amount of trials and tribulations, just do not ever succumb to death. And it's kind of interesting to see how that kind of parallels with Doma as well too, right? Endure all manner of suffering, but never let in death. There you go, right? Excuse my fucking Papiga explanation. Togata. Dude, Togata right now, for me, I don't even know what's going on. A mysterious girl who is trying to film a movie starring Agni. Humans who possess unique powers are called blessed or blessed, blessed. No one's jumping on me for the rice, riz, shit here as well too, so I'm gonna say blessed. And currently their world is encased in snow, starvation and madness thanks to a blessed called the Ice Witch. Fucker. You know what? I would not be surprised if somehow the Ice Witch happens to be Agni's sister. I'm just throwing that shit out there, bro. I really have a feeling that this manga is just gonna fuck my brain up. Like, realistically, from volume 1, if there's one reflection that I've been able to really properly, like, just kind of pluck out of the air, I wouldn't be surprised if we got, like, some space-bending time shit where all of a sudden it's like, oh, ta-da! Like, it's basically, this manga's basically about to become Scooby-Doo, bro. The person who was under the mask the entire time was Agni's sister. I'm the Ice Witch. I did this. Also that we could have babies. I don't fucking know. Anyway, one day they're attacked. Oh wait, no, I missed a whole line. Siblings Agni and Luna are two of these blessed who have the power of regeneration. With no living relatives, they struggle to survive. One day they're attacked by Doma, a blessed soldier of Bamdorg, the kingdom seeking to defeat the Ice Witch, whose flames won't go out until they've completely consumed their fuel. Luna loses her life, but before she does, she tells Agni he must live, giving him the will to carry on. Because Doma's flames are burning him alive, he must continue to regenerate, making his life a living hell. I'm sorry, this text is actually really hard to read. 8 years pass, and Agni has learned how to control the flames engulfing him. He sets out on a journey seeking revenge against Doma, and now that he's been reunited with his long-desired target, what will be his next move? Does he show mercy? I don't know. I mean, it could go both ways. I could see him showing mercy. I could see him being completely merciless. But realistically, when you think about it, Agni has come to avenge, basically, his sister, but also the life and the comfort that he has been robbed of as well too. Because basically, until Agni is consumed, until the fuel, the human, Agni himself, is all burnt out, Doma's flames will continue to touch him and will continue to be, I guess, a reminder of the death of his younger sister, right? Whom he loved, his only family, right? So I think it's kind of, like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy, because how do you avenge someone who is, like, begging you, like, how can I put it? Revenge and avenging his younger sister, I feel, would be so much easier for him emotionally to process if, you know, Doma, like, tried to, you know, put up a fight or something like that, and Agni just absolutely beat this man's ass down. I don't know, maybe it would give him a bigger sense of gratification, but for someone who's on their knees begging for their life, not on their knees, but, you know, like, yeah, you get what I mean, right? Like, figure of speech. Like, for someone who's begging for their life, basically saying, please don't kill me, like, you know, tears streaming down their face, crying like a little bitch, but understandably crying like a little bitch, because no one wants to die, you know? It'd be kind of conflicting, so I can see him being conflicted about it as well too. Anyway, we really move now. 3, 2, 1. Fire Punch. Yeah, so we'll go 9, 10, and 11. Ugh. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Is he remembering here? Dude is just sick. Oh, he's not remembering. Sorry, these are the people that have these are the people that Agni just fucked up, right? Yeah. Live, please forgive me. I've thought of nothing but you all these years, Doma. Hand around his neck, even. Fuck. Dude, I said this again. I said this previously before, but I just want to say, I love how Fujimoto has been able to draw light and shadow. Because, I mean, imagine how difficult it would be to try and, like, replicate someone who's just perpetually on fire, like, artistically. Like, to be able to, like, replicate that in a drawn medium would be so difficult, purely just because as well, too, you can't forget the fact that the fire is constantly shifting light and shadow, and that shadow still exists even though fire is illuminated, because, like, you know, it basically, there's shadow on different parts of your body and whatnot. There's certain places where the fire doesn't reach, all of that type of stuff. It's crazy. The fact it's a weekly manga is insane. It's actually kind of it's kind of like a superhuman type shit. I mean, you know, realistically, Fujimoto, he's a blessed as well too, and he's got the magic wrist and the magic brain. How the fuck do you draw this as a weekly manga. Insanity. Anyway. Do you remember my name? Oh, dude's going crazy. Ready to unleash. Yeah, so he doesn't give a fuck right now. He is just throwing punches. Doma. Judah. I love how he's actually like out of the panel there as well too. That looks sick. What's with him? Those are my flames. He just won't die, no matter what I do. He won't die until he kills me. I see now. It's a curse brought onto me. Have you lost it, Doma? What are we going to do with the flaming guy? What a pain. Mendoxena. Usually when we kill a regenerative blessed, we decapitate them or use Doma's flames. Didn't work this time. What if we bury him in snow or dirt? He'd melt it. Snow and dirt. Like, here. Alright. Yeah, dude. Okay, so usually we decapitate or Doma's flames as the backup. How's that going to work for you? It's not. It's not going to work for us at all. I'm sorry. You can cut my head off and it will grow back immediately. In fact, by the time you've finished cutting my head, by the time you've entered cutting my head, I will regenerate over the blade. You know, it's like instantaneous, my guy. He's got the strongest power of regeneration, at least as far as we're led to believe at this point. Didn't work so good. We'll take the subway to the ocean and throw his head in. I mean, okay. Do you want the ocean to dry up? We don't have much fireproof cloth left, and I want to incapacitate him as soon as possible. Doma, your long break is over. Stay in bed, dog. Long break. I'm impressed. How you're able to keep a level head on your shoulders after all this. Why is he so incredibly affected? Like, my man has been through it. I'll be 130 this year. When a regenerative blessed lives that long, I guess they don't get as emotional. I lost my mind a long time ago. Yeah, that's crazy, low-key. Hey, you just start taking everything for granted. I mean, humans already take things for granted anyway, right? We already do. But the fact that, like, after 130 years, you've probably seen so many people die in front of you at that point that it just doesn't matter anymore, especially being a soldier anyway. How long have you been a soldier for out of those 130 years? You know? That's sad. Oh, fuck, that subway looks sick. Can we appreciate the perspective, please? Why is it that we need to go so hard on just the tiniest things? Like, it's the tiniest of things for me, man. It's like this angle, you know, you can see the curvature. You can see the curvature of the subway carriage as well, too. It's got that kind of, like, you know, fisheye effect as well, too, just based on, like, the way that the perspective is being drawn. Fuck, I love that. Anyway. It's Judah. Judah's coming, too. If she weren't, they probably wouldn't go out of their way to run the train, sorry. God, I could use a smoke. Put all the cargo on the train. This too? It's heavy. Sig. Here. Yeah. What's in the bag? Just as when that flaming guy first showed up, you should really refrain from going outside, Judah. Please consider your position. Light. Yeah. He's a threat to us. I want to see with my own 2 eyes as his head sinks beneath the waves. But I'll be there too. So I'll watch over Judah. Is it Ivan or Ivan? I'm going to say Ivan. Ivan. Yeah, I'm going to say Ivan. Ivan, give me a light. Usually when we get salt from the ocean, we just walk the railway. Since Judah's coming, this time, we're using the train. We'll collect some salt while we're there. Who's that child? I just got her today. My brother said he didn't need her. Let's not do this shit again. I need tea. Hang on. Let's not fucking do this shit again. Let's not fucking talk about this shit again. And indeed, right? Like, you can tell that Judah is well respected and has that, like, common acknowledgement of power as well too here. Because, I mean, like, look, you know, please consider your position. Give me a light. Oh, yes, ma'am. Like, you know, I love that. I'll go 2. Wow, Master Simon. Ivan, light. You don't have to come too, Master Simon. I haven't seen an unfrozen sea in about 50 years. I want to see this. How old are you now? 80? 90? Who's the girl? She's mine! This is quite the lineup we've got here. All of Bamdog's regenerative of Blessed are together. I'm only coming to collect salt. And I'm going to throw away a head. Okay, cool. So all of Bamdog's regenerative blessed are together. Okay. So Judah and Ivan as well too. Yeah, right? And Simon. Simon! This will be his first mission, but he's scared because the flaming guy killed his brother. Oh my god. Sibling killed? Welcome to the club. First time? Jeez. Can I ask that the country's most heroic guard him? Sure. Thank you very much. That's crazy. Man understands the power dynamics already though. Damn. Also, I actually I really love the eye, the way that the eyes are drawn in this manga, man. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they're mad expressive. Because here as well too, how could I put it, eh? Simon, he looks a little bit innocuous, just in terms of like his stature, you know? He doesn't look anything too crazy, but his eyes kind of tell a bit of a different story, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's even just I don't even know if it's just the shading, or even if it's just how like deep set his eyes are, like, you know, below, like, you know, like facial feature wise, like deep set in his skull, like his actual eye sockets and stuff. But he looks like he's seen some shit, you know, he's done some shit. He kind of looks like that. I like that. The fire guy's tied up. He can't do anything. Plus, you've got me and Judah. Don't worry. Yes, sir. It's a miracle. I heard the king's voice. I heard the king's voice, eh? As long as you carry out your duty, you'll be showered with the fires of peace. So says he. Good luck on the job. The king! Thank you very much! Okay. So, she can hear the king's voice. Now, I might be misremembering from Volume 1, but I don't think that we were treated to that type of information at this point. So this is the first time that that's arisen, as far as I'm aware. Feel free to correct me up above, or of course below, but I don't recall that. So can she actually? I know that this is probably a stupid question. What I'm thinking at the moment is, can she actually, or is she just using this as a way for him to be able to cope, to stop being so fucking nervous? Because dude literally looks like he's about to shit himself. Or he probably has already shat himself. I wouldn't be surprised. But as we live in a frozen world, the shit is probably just a brick of ice in his pants right now. So look, either way, we move, but with the king, thank you very much, he's all good, you know? Yeah, I know they did refer to their king as God, but I didn't know whether or not they actually have the ability to like telepathically communicate. You know what I mean? Anything's kind of possible at this point, so I'm not really ruling anything out. You know, I'm not like, oh, I don't know about that. So I'm just keep on my toes, eh? You're a terrible, okay, here we go. You're a terrible actress. Good to know. Ching. What have we realized, dude? Again, these fucking triple panels. Shit, I love that. Whoosh. We see both ends of it like that as well too. Is it unmanned in the cockpit, like the driver's cabin? It's thanks to Judah we get to use the train to collect our salt. Let's say a prayer of thanks to Judah at this evening's worship. Yes, sir. Ivan, who's the girl? I'm going to enjoy her until we... get to the ocean. How much longer until the ocean? I hear Judah and Simon are in the next car over. Wish I could see. Anybody got a smoke? Bro, we even smoking in here. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy her until we get to the ocean. Please, I hope that we're at the ocean in like negative 10 seconds. Cigarette. Yes, ma'am. Light. Here you go. Alright, shit. What is all this under the, what is our inventory here? Oh, are these two panels technically like connected together here? Like this one belongs on the right of this one? Oh, cool. Because then this is one. Oh, okay. Yeah, we like literally actually scrolling by. I low-key kind of thought that here that it was just kind of like conveniently placed, but okay, we literally panning in the train. Fuck, I'd love to see the animation do that. What's in the briefcase? Single briefcase fastened, got its own damn seatbelt and shit. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Although at the same time, you don't really see depth to the briefcase, so I kind of didn't believe that that was a head there for a second. But then again, because it's sitting on a chair, it's kind of implied the depth. Alright, damn, that's crazy. My man's Agni is just in here, bro. He's chilling. You know what this looks like? It looks like a crucible, low-key. Like my man is literally being held in like a crucible. Fireproof everywhere, right? Right? Special place for a special boy. He's got VIP treatment. No noise around him. Stop it. Stop it, please. Stop. Fuck, I don't like this, bruh. No more. Pipe down or I'll slug you. A punch from Ivan would kill her. Stop. Ow. Nah, maybe he'll cut a hand or leg off. Nah, then she'd die. This doesn't look like the car. Like, this doesn't look like it's the car holding Fireman. Got the wrong one. Hey, yo, is that Togata, bro? Ah, a Bam Dog soldier is trying to little girl. Look at you go. Aren't you a spirited one? Huh? Who are you? How'd you get in here? What the hell? Come on, man. Don't acknowledge me or the camera. You know, there's just certain things that I'm just not going to say. I can't say them out loud because I feel I feel actually just physically disgusted. So I won't. I want the portrayal of that girl's in my film. Come on. Ready, set, go. I'm so glad we're doing 3 chapters. Get a coffee for Togata too. Where is she right now? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? Boom. Yeah, what are we naked pondering here, bro? Togata, why are you naked? I tried blowing my head up with this blasting powder. This body arose from the head that blew off. An ordinary regenerative blessed would have died. But I didn't. Okay, cool. Well, we've got a 4th one. Well, we've got a 5th one, actually. Because, you know, Agni, you know. We ain't forgetting my man's out here. Okay. So, yep. Anyway, can see the spinal cord. Yeah, love that. Didn't have time to put on clothes yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, you see, I'm butt naked because I blew my own head off, and yeah, I'm back. Please don't die. All my movies went up in smoke with my house. I killed the guy who did it, but now I can't watch movies anymore. There's nothing left for me to live for. A life without Toy Story ain't shit. Go ahead, talk about it. Alright? We got a Pixar stand in the house, bro. Toy Story was Pixar, right? Yeah. Or Billy Elliot. I could go with that. I've seen that way too much, bro. And don't forget Scott Pilgrim. Togata. In exchange for us doing what you want, you protect us from outside enemies. That's the deal. then consider it null and void. We can't have you dying on us, Togata. So we've thought of a way where you won't want to. Hoping to make up for some of your lost movies, we recorded some footage while in the car the other day. And we caught something really interesting on film. Right, so this must have been what Togata was talking about in the interview that we saw in the last pages of Volume 1, Chapter 8, right? Where she was like, oh my god, man was on fire. Fireman. You know? Go on. This makes a little bit more sense as well too, actually. This kind of puts into perspective why Togata was talking so passionately about the movies that she likes, because she'd actually just recently lost them, right? So currently, girl's kind of crazy, right? Why is everyone in this manga insane? Literally everyone is insane, right? Not a single sane individual has passed. Maybe Sun? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like everyone is just varying degrees of completely insane. What do you mean? Why? We're in a Fujimoto manga. Oh, it's my bad. Sorry. Everyone is completely sane. What would be insane is if someone was sane. That's when I'd actually be really, you know, questioning shit. I mean, Makima existed in Chainsaw Man, and I was like, you know, the whole first part, the whole 35 chapters of the first part, I was like, oh my god, I'm so down bad for her, man. Like, she's so cool. She's so normal. Look at her go. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Like, you know, talk your shit. And then she... yeah, so, yeah. I guess the most insane ones are the sane ones. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good... It's a pretty good... I don't know what I'm trying to tap into at this point, but that's actually kind of like low-key a pretty accurate reflection of life as well too. Everyone's a little bit insane and that's normal, but if you're not a little bit insane, we consider that normal, but that's abnormal, if that makes sense. Because everyone's unique. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a move. Yeah, so we've given her this camera and we're like, oh, okay, go ahead and shoot your own movie. And so she's like, all right, man on fire. I go find him. But go ahead, man. Do the deed. So Togata obviously doesn't really seem to have a very clear moral compass. So interesting to see, at least. Go on. A man completely naked and on fire. What? I want to see. Come on, let me see. Yeah, it's crazy. That Loki kind of looks like a Nintendo DS or some shit. I don't know. Who is he? You are right, Togata. A hero must be someone you want to learn more about. And now, I want to know. A hero, you say? The hero of this world. And you should be the director, Togata. If you can shoot the rest of his story with the camera, you can make a movie about it. You like movies, but you've never shot one before. You can either die having shot a movie or die never having shot one. I love how technically this is like kind of Agni's reflection, because she's watching the footage of Agni, right? And Agni's on fire. So this is, you could interpret this as like she's watching Agni's reflection, like that you can just see it in her eyes, which is a pretty normal assumption. But also this represents the fire of passion burning in her eyes at the thought of shooting her own movie because she's so passionate about it. I kind of like that. I'm cold. I'm gonna rub one out and then sleep. I wish my mouth moved a little bit slower than my brain. You know what I mean? Like a little bit slower than my brain. I'm very bad with this whole like self-censorship shit. I'm generally like halfway through saying a word and then I'm like, oh. But first, I'll eat. Get me some clothes. She got the little Anya. The little face. Satisfied as hell. Let's make the greatest masterpiece in history. Come on, hurry up and do it. Who is this guy? It's a chick. There's a certain amount of catharsis the viewer receives when the bad guy dies. So the more wicked things you do on camera, the more just it will be when I kill you. Okay, Loki, I see what you're saying. And I want to let you cook. But why does it have to be at the expense? Why does it have to be at the expense of the young girl, bro? Like, why? We've already seen that they are bad people. Right? We have established that. We have established they are indeed terrible people. So now you can kill them because we have established that. As long as there is context to establish, they're bad. Killing them, you're justified. Go ahead, right? The camera doesn't know. There's a certain amount of catharsis the viewer receives when the bad guy dies. Facts. It's satisfying as fuck, right? Satisfying as actual hell. Look at them as well too. They've got no idea what she's saying right now. Like, their facial expressions are so confused. But also as well, they literally just look like young boys. So the more wicked things you do on camera, the more just it will be when I kill you. Right. The explicit scenes should also be exciting. Don't mind me, just help me, please. I'm begging you. No. Now move. Do something. Oh my god, panels on panels. Holy fuck. Do we kill her? We don't. Do we? Yeah, let's. Please help me. I don't want this. Kill. Kill. Okay. Bro, Togata is insane. Togata's like, alright, cool. You can just die, alright? Once you die, then I have more justification to go ahead. Alright, so the lesson from this is do not trust amateur filmmakers. Is that what I'm taking out of this? Do not trust amateur filmmakers. Do not trust YouTubers. Right? Okay? Nah, in all seriousness, this is insane. So Togata's fine. Just make it look good for the camera. Don't use a gun. Use a blade. He's afraid of Ricochet. Anyway, who is this goof? Please, anything. I'll do anything you say. Anything? Not even just 3 things? Anything? It's so defeated, bro. Anything and at any time you say. For real? Alrighty. Watch. After I kill this one, I'm going to strip her and... Yeah, I don't think that's happening, bro. Go ahead, Togata. Go ahead. Show us what you are really made of. I'm conflicted. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. She said, let's take a fucking selfie. Yep. Dude, how the fuck does this man have all the time in the world? Togata is filming, holding a damn camera, and she's able to completely weave past this man's blade. Go ahead, overpower him as well too at the same time, and just be like, That's a Call of Duty tactical knife. Good. Oh, dude, she's gone and imitated him. Oh, nah, I'm sorry. That is so disrespectful. Girls out here going, girl. She's on demon time. Oh, look, see, I want to love her, but I don't. I can't sanction anything that she's doing. Except for this. I mean, it actually kind of calls into question your own moral compass as well too, right? I mean, I'm not saying that we sanction anything, but also as well at the same time, it's kind of funny to think about that as well too. Like, if I look back at what I just said, like, I don't sanction what she's doing, except for this. Like, I sanctioned the murder of this and all of that type of stuff. I just think it's kind of cool to actually see your ethics and your morals, like, kind of lay out in front of you with this. This manga really kind of does that. It doesn't make you question things necessarily, but I really think it, like, puts your beliefs or your principles out on display, like, right in front of you. I think that's probably attributed to why you actually feel so disgusted, if that makes sense, when we see certain scenes. This is Pog, though. I love how she's imitated that. Let's take a selfie, man. Now, what are we going to do then, y'all? Guys like you only exist to get killed off. The first one to die in a horror movie, right? Thud. Kill her! Nah, we ain't dying, bro. Thwack. Yeah, GG. She got something more dangerous than a gun, bro. A camera. You know what as well, too? Cameraman never dies. Cameraman never dies. The cameraman goes through everything, you know? Cameraman even films nuclear war, like the apocalypse and shit like that. Cameraman never dies. Alright? In this case, camerawoman never dies. I can't believe she just threw this fucking knife straight into his skull. With such force that she was able to pierce his skull like that. Oh yeah, see you later, Ivan. Bye, bro. Hated your ass from the get-go. With the gun? Bruh, there's so many things happening in these action shots. Got the knife here. Yup. Throwing knife straight in the head again. Oh, this is where she pulls his gun. Alright. Damn. Boom. Look at that, bruh. Look at that. My guy is just eyes rolled in the back of his head. He's gone. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, she's learnt hella shit from movies, man. Then again, Ivan can regenerate though, so this will be something. Dude, thrown to the other end of the car while it's moving as well too. Skitch. Camera's on the ground, we gotta pick that up. Whoa. Oh, my camera's alright. Now I've regenerated with a bullet in the brain. That does it. I'm definitely killing you after you. A regenerative blessed. Just like me. You're funny. I like you. I'll kill you last. Who is this chick? Fucking bitch. Yeah, I love how she's like, alright, I'll save you for later. You go ahead, you stay over there. You play nice, okay? Alright, you don't kill anyone, alright? Because I've got some wishes that I need to extort from this young girl over here who I'm only keeping alive purely just for the sake of doing whatever I say later. But anyway, you don't do anything to her, okay? You play nice over there. I'll come back for you. She's crazy. Jesus Christ. She got the moves on lock too. Oh, foot in the face. Oh, nah, not even a foot in the face. It's a fucking, bruh. It's a headlock. Bruh. Like the emergency hatchet in the head. Yeah. See ya. Remember when I promised to kill you last? I lied. Ah! Wow. Ah! There. My God, what are you doing, bruh? 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 What have you got in your hands? And why does that look like the cross-section of a man's body? Jesus. Also, you know what's crazy? She knows how to kill a regenerative blessed as well, too. She knows that they're not just going to die with, like, being stabbed in the heart or a hatchet to the head or something like that. She knows the method. Decapitate. An artificial skeleton. This is technology from back when the latest Home Alone movie came out. It gives you physical abilities. It's also wicked valuable and totally cheating. I give up. Me too. Yeah, you're gonna fucking die anyway. No one cares if you fucking surrender. Oh, blam, blam. At least she's showing mercy, man. She's just killing them quick. I would be fucking terrified if I was her, bro. If I was left alive with this chick, I'd probably just off myself. Dead ass. I mean, then again, I probably wouldn't because, you know, we're not supposed to die in this world. But if you're being saved, yeah, dude, poor man. If you're being saved by Togata, of all people, and you're indebted to her, I don't want to live. I'm good. I don't want to live. I'm good, thanks. What would you do? Would you survive? I know the simps are going to be like, oh, yeah, man. I'd survive for sure. Absolutely. Is that even a question? Why are you asking that? No. I would jump off the nearest bridge. I'd be gone. If I didn't have a weapon, no way. Jeez. We can't fix her, I'm afraid. Someone else in the comments. Fix what? Yeah. I'd probably try jumping off and then find out that I'm a regenerative blessed as well too. Pop. Yuck. This is all no good. Total crap. So blurry, you can't even tell what's going on. Aye, little girl. Yes. What's your name? Neneto. I'm Neneto. Neneto? What an ugly name. Here, hold this camera. Camera? Hold it like this. Think of this part as your own eye. I don't get it. What should I do? Before, you said you'd do anything I wanted. Okay, so Togata is going to star in her own movie here, perhaps. Or make occasional cameos instead. Because we couldn't get the blurry footage because Togata was trying to film at the same time as doing all these action scenes. Of course, you know, I mean, we've got like mechanical spines and shit, but do we have gimbals? Do we have, you know, do we have stabilizers and all of that type of stuff? So no, Neneto is now the cameraman, and Neneto is not going to die because she's now the cameraman. Cameraman does not die. Starting today, you're my cameraman. Correction, camera girl. I'm sorry, I don't understand what's going on. Not any of it. You do a little of this and this. Shoot me from all different angles and keep your hand as steady as you can. Though a little bit of blur adds a touch of realism. Indeed it does actually though. Very helpful filmmaker tips though. You know, steady shots, because believe it or not, I have dabbled in and done videography myself as well too, because I'm actually a photographer, if no one knew. Anyway, I used to do videography related stuff as well too. And the thing is that static shots can sometimes be really good, or like, you know, your very nice handheld panning movements and all of that type of stuff. But especially when you're trying to do like a film that involves action, or really just to evoke emotion, or to give you know, the viewer a sense of immersion, blur and, you know, like that handheld type effect, super important to be able to do that. Heaps of movies do it as well too, we just a lot of the times don't notice it. Now let's go where? To meet the hero. Where is my man? He's in the other carriage. Chapter 11. Thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank the king. Actually, no, fuck the king. I don't know who he is. Thank Agni, bro. I'm glad. It's already been almost an hour of me picking my brain apart. Alright. I gotta say, dude, Juda's kind of badass, low-key. Girl looks like she's seen shit, too. Those are gunshots. Blam, blam, doom, 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 doom. Blam, blam, boom. I'll go take a look. You stay here, Judah. Good. Press here to rewind, and then you can replay it. Wow. I've never watched a movie before. Ooh. Ah. You're pretty good at filming. That's my camera girl. Yeah, this is kind of insane. This is a cute interaction for real, and I love that. But, yeah, after everything that Neneto just had to go through, yeah. 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 Anyway, yeah, my guy is literally standing person emoji right now. Mr. Simon, he's just, what's happening here? Dropped his cig? You did all this? You even got Ivan? Yep, I did. Camera girl, hey, hey. Yes, ma'am. Okay, we filmed enough of the dead bodies. Now shoot that man's face. When you get to see his expression, his character really comes out. Ivan was probably somebody very close to him. Oh, nah. Dude. Okay, low-key, one thing I didn't know that I needed in this manga is a running narration from Togata about the characters and like, oh, look at him. He's about to get pissed off. Oh, you see, I bet that he was very attached to that person that we just absolutely mercilessly decapitated. Damn. See, when we just mentioned decapitated, that he started welling up with tears? Like, I can't wait for that. I low-key did not expect that this was where we were going to go, but I love how this is where we're going with this. I think that's so cool. I'm gonna make you pay for killing innocent soldiers. Yeah, look at my man's face, bro. Look at his expression, yeah? Innocent my ass. They tried to... This little girl. Acts of producing children are unconditional and set... See, consent is not a concept. I mean, you know what, honestly as well too. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna go back and say pretty much what I said in the first volume as well. I know that by standards that we operate with in this world, in the real world, right? This sounds absolutely fucking batshit crazy. But the thing that we need to remember is that this dystopic world that is being created here is one where indeed madness is one of like basically just it's one of the foundations of human life. We live in perpetual madness, right? Madness, you can define it as broadly or as specifically as you want, but realistically here, ethics, morals, what we would consider typically common sense, certain concepts even, simply just don't exist. You know? Simply just don't exist. You know, there was a book that I read. I used to study political theory, like international relations. So basically I did like a degree in international politics and stuff. And when I was doing my master's, I read this book. It was actually called Unspeak. And I can't remember the book specifically, but the points that I took away from it were actually really interesting. And this is just related to like linguistics in general, but it's kind of crazy how, and this is pretty Orwellian, like 1984-ish, which I feel actually is pretty, you can kind of see some parallels in terms of the way that, you know, Orwell's 1984 and this works just purely in the absolute insanity. And I guess how detached from reality, yet how much it speaks to reality at the same time, like just in terms of like those themes, like those specific things. The thing that I kind of found really interesting about the whole unspeak argument is that if you simply remove a word, if an entire generation of people removes a word, if there's a thing or an action or a concept and people are unable to define it, then is it internalized by people? Is it internalized? Say, for example, you can look at, and I'm not trying to be political here, but I'm just using a specific case study, so a literal source. Look at North Korea, for example, right? If you are able to like rob people of the opportunity to have access freely to information, right? And you also remove certain words, certain concepts like freedom, democracy, all of that type of stuff, where they're either completely removed from the dictionary in general or they're distorted, then people won't be able to rebel for something that doesn't, like people won't be able to rally behind a cause and rebel for a concept that doesn't exist. If that makes sense. Kind of like nature versus nurture. Yeah. It's almost like if I like, how can I put it? I really should have read that book. I really should have read that book recently before I started talking about this, but it's just kind of come back into my mind. It's more, how can I put it? It's not necessarily like proven. I can't think of like mega hard case studies to give you guys as better examples. But let's say like the idea of like just accept that hypothesis, accept that like, you know, that example, right? In a society where say the word democracy doesn't exist, then people aren't going to actively pursue democracy because it doesn't have a word. The concept itself doesn't have a word. It's more ambiguous. It's difficult to define. And so the likelihood of it being able to spread is a lot more difficult. I think that's one of the beauties that's one of the beauties of language, right? Is that once we can define something, even whether it be loosely or something loses its ambiguity and it becomes, you know, coded and normalized as like, something that's either like a social or a cultural norm or a political norm, or it's part of our ethics or morals or something like that, it's a lot easier for us to be able to like judge where we stand in relation to that certain concept, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? See, this is what I mean. This is what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes I feel like I talk and I don't know if it's making sense, so I apologize. But here, in this example, like and I'm gonna just say it just to you know, emphasize it. So my apologies to anyone who is sensitive about this word with great understanding. The act here of rape, it is just considered, oh, well, it's just making babies, it's nothing. And considering that that's a norm in Bamdog, there's no problem with it. They don't care. Like, obviously, to Neneto, she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is wrong. I don't want this. So, one, this action has a completely different type of like norm, a completely different setting. This is also as well too, to a certain extent, a pretty good reflection of how like cultural norms change as well too, because certain things, even in certain countries and cultures in our world, like this, like the real world, are different. People apply different, I'm not talking in the situation or the instance of this particular act, mind you, but like, you know, people apply different meanings and like go to different extremes when they apply importance to certain words or things as well too, if that makes sense. So basically, one person in one country might think of a certain crime as worse than another based on their religious values or their cultural upbringing or their socioeconomic background or something like that. It's basically what I mean, right? But then here, obviously, it doesn't really seem like consent exists. It doesn't seem like the word exists. It doesn't seem like the concept exists, because we live in a society where it's like, well, we can do what we want. It's unconditional. Unconditional meaning it's just happened. It is the way it is, and that where I'm purely just doing what I am programmed to do, right? In whatever form, the man is not committing a crime, right? It's crazy. Here, as we read, women are sacred. True. But they don't have the same human rights as men. It's common knowledge. Yeah, there's a hierarchy to the madness. You know? Because, I mean, you can even say as well, too, that, I mean, realistically, we live in a life where there's an antithesis to everything, right? Like, what's the antithesis to hierarchy? Anarchy, right? But anarchy is the same as hierarchy. It is just the lack of hierarchy. But then again, at the same time, there is a hierarchy in anarchy somehow, if that makes sense. There's some form of it. Like, basically, they borrow from each other, if that makes sense. Again, I'm in my fucking dumb bag. I hope that makes sense. But it's kind of crazy how they think about this. To be able to internalize this world's ethics and rules, I find is probably the most difficult thing about reading Fire Punch so far. You know? Like, you know what it feels like? Culture shock. It feels like culture shock. I feel like I'm being culture shocked right now. Purely just because you are being forced to accept, as the reader, you're being forced to accept this is just how they do it. This is how people are crazy here. And you're going to continue reading because you got to see what happens. And that's crazy. Anyway. Sorry. That was a fucking... I'm not sorry. That was a 15-minute rant. Anyway. What? Nice. I like what you just said. Now we're seeing his true character and the worldview he holds. What are your names? This is Emma. I'm Watson. We missed a panel? This one? Oh no, I was reading that. I think I very subtly slid it in and incorporated it as part of the rant. My bad. This is Emma. I'm Watson. G'day, mate. Nice to meet you, Watson. Eh? Emma. Watson. You killed Ivan, my #1 pupil. Oh, so Ivan was his student. Okay, now I get the picture. How long you gonna hold that pose? He's regenerative. He's a regenerative blessed like me, and we had plans to live long lives together. That's why I spent so much time cultivating him. Cultivating him for what? What do you mean by cultivation, bro? Again, the language that we're using. Cultivation. Again, like, humans are nothing. Even our colleagues, our comrades are seen as nothing but livestock, essentially. Cultivation. The harvest. Oh, yes, this is produce. These humans, Ivan was special to me, you know, we're going to live long lives. I was cultivating him. You know, the same way that humans are referred to as firewood. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. You mean to say you're also the regenerative type? And what if I am? I actually really like these tiny little panels here, man. Like the way it's like a momentary scene. I have too much to say. My bad. Ah, that's no good. What a dick move. We can't be redundant. We just fought that regenerative guy earlier, which is already redundant since I'm one too. The audience will get bored. It's interesting when a shark and an octopus fight, but nobody wants to see an octopus and an octopus fight, let alone twice. Jeez. Look at this man. He's confused as fuck. He's like, what is this bitch talking about? What is this bitch talking about? It becomes white noise. Just static. Can't you grow claws or anything? Steal claws from your hands, maybe? Wolverine, come on, bro. Alright. What are you talking about? Ah, and he would have made the perfect villain. Neneto, we can't waste battery, so turn it off. Cut. Cut. And then we cut out. What? 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 Yeah. Yeah, we caught. How? What are you talking about? I'm Simon right now. Or Shimon, right? He's like, huh? My guy chilling. So, Windows out. We've run into some shit, obviously. Dude's been decapitated. He got a pole through him now. He got another pole through him elsewhere. These could be the lights. I don't fucking know. Are we missing a fucking arm? That's crazy. It's alright though. We gonna regenerate. We'll be alright. You know? God, it's beautiful. Hey. 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 I know we've all read Chainsaw Man, right? Isn't this, we pulling a bit of an Asamitaka here? Hey? She's gonna need a hand. Hey, she's gonna need a hand. You know? Jeez. Dude, Neneto got out scot-free. She good, she chilling. She wound up on the seat. Also, again, I love how you can see the curvature. The curvature's still here on the seat even as well. Yeah, Jesus Christ, holy shit, man. Roof caved in and everything. This train is not making it to the ocean, bro. Jesus, through the heart as well. Ow. Hurry up and heal. Heal, gosh darn it. That wasn't a human fight. It was a throwaway fight, like before the final battle in an American comic. We still haven't found our hero. His artificial skeleton was really amazing though. Dang, as foes, they're all super strong. Did you get it all on tape? What? But you said I didn't have to film. What are we doing here? What is this angle? What is this? What is this angle? Okay, so still can yeah. Look, maybe I'm just on Papiga brain hours right now, but so she was like, that was a fight, right? Yeah, right. That was a fight. So he had to be decapitated by obviously something. My assumption is the knife. There's no blood on this knife though. There's no blood on this knife. We just chilling. You know? And how'd the rest of the train get fucked up? So I saw the knife initially and I was like, okay, no. Alright, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, alright, we move. What, for real? Come on, camera girl, I'm counting on you. Here. You said you'd do whatever I asked, remember? So I'm sorry I ever said you don't have to film. Anyway, the hero hasn't made his debut yet. Who's this hero you keep talking about? Let's go on to the next stage. Film this. Whew. Damn, dude, the weave game is amazing. Nah, she doesn't die like that. Oh, we're missing a leg. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we just stabbed her in the jugular. We didn't decapitate her like that. God damn, bruh. She slashed her on the floor like that. Ow. Thong. Or rather, not a thong, it's a stock. Like a... Yeah, jeez, bruh. Girl went straight in. The wound on your neck's healed. Why? Why are you a regenerative, blessed idiot? Why? Girl is going bah, 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 bah. Like, dude she is fucking, holy shit. Packed our shiv, see who takes off. X-Men is a great example of variation. Mix it up a little. Expand your repertoire. Dude, literally. Between each stab. Between each slash. She fitting in a different word. Bro, Neneto just... Neneto just... Okay. Yes. The TikTok generation lives on. Jesus Christ. Ta-da! Alright, well... Later. Nice knowing you, I guess. 2 cute faces to choose from. Make sure you record this. From what I felt though, through my blade, she's also got an artificial skeleton. Alright, so they've been genetically modified. I don't like calling it an artificial skeleton anymore. How many times have I said that now? I like that, the way that the font is written differently, like she's kind of like muttering it under her breath. But if we don't explain things to the audience, they'll get confused. There's flesh growing out of the head and muscle. It's growing right out of it. Yeah, there we go. GG, she come back. Oh, that sucks. Her powers of regeneration are strong like mine. Gross. It's going to be a pain to kill this one. Ah, well. Kick the baby. Who the fuck kicks babies, bro? What type of... She's just saying it like it's a saying. Yeah, well, kick the baby. No. I'm sorry, girl. You fucked up. It's a South Park thing. Yep. Yeah, I know she's spewing references. I never heard the kick the baby one though, so that's new to me. That takes care of all of them. All that's left now is saving the hero. Yeah, look, we've just left absolute fucking hell in our wake, haven't we? The hero of what? Of this movie, of course. I hate to say it, I didn't watch that much South Park when I was growing up. I didn't watch too much. Yeah, my parents were a little bit, you know, about all that. And so what did I do? I watched it when I was an adult, but it hasn't stuck, so my bad. That reminds me, how do we stop this train thing, I think they called it? Usually stop a train in a movie by blowing it up. No, you do not, ma'am. You hit the brakes. Please don't joke about that. She's like, huh, I ain't joking. Spider-Man did it like this. He wrapped his web around a building and stopped the train with his body. But how would that work here? Would you be okay? How would you stop it? I'll revive myself. I'll be fine. So you don't know how to stop it? Wait, seriously? Spider-Man also used his feet. She says with one shoe. Right? Her other leg who was just cut off. Oh, great. What have I gotten myself into? Sure. Eh? Sure? Sure? If you want to keep an audience hooked for all 2 hours of your movie, you need to keep it interesting. You've got to put the characters through every kind of predicament in order to keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Is this literally not what this manga is doing to us right now? I like the parallel, you know? Again, this feels very, very Goodbye Eddie in a way. In terms of the way that Fujimoto is employing this, like, self-awareness in the writing, like that the characters are spewing out as well too. Because it's not one of those types of things where it's like, oh my god, it's like we're trapped inside a manga or something. Because some manga do that. Some manga, some webtoons do that. Like, oh my god, it's almost like we're in a movie. Like, it's pretty, okay. You know, one of those types of things. But it's being done really, really, really well here, I feel. I like that a lot. And with that, will the camera girl get out of this alive? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, okay, GG. G fucking G. Look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you didn't, please do. I just don't know what else to say. Yeah, look, it's good to be back, man. I really enjoy Peepo talking with you guys. It obviously is a really big time thing for me as well too. That was something that I was saying in the intro. Please do go back and listen to the intro if you haven't already, just as to why Fire Punch took some time. I swear it'll be worth your time, obviously, hearing about that. So go back to the start if you can. But yeah, it's a really big time investment, and I don't want to rush when I read this and all of that type of stuff too. So that's of course another reason why these kind of just naturally take a while to get out, because I do need to have I think good energy for them as well too, because when I have good energy I feel like I can cook. You know, I feel like I can cook, and indeed today I feel like we started getting cooking a little bit. But either way, yeah, we've got a third of volume 2 done. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Of course, if you got anything else that you'd like to add to anything that I said, or favorite panels or anything as well too, then do feel free to, of course, let me know down in the comments below as well too. I do think, for me, as much as I don't want to be like a basic bitch, I do think that double spread was easily my favorite panel so far, purely just because of the shock value. Purely just because of the shock value, where I was like, oh, he's been beheaded, and we didn't get to see what happened like that because, you know, the lights went out. And it could have been as well too, like, you know how she said cut on the camera? Indeed, the lights could have cut out as well at the same time. Like, you know how in a lot of movies, things like that wind up occurring where, like, the train lights cut or the bus lights cut or some shit like that, and then all of a sudden, the moment that the power comes back, there's like a crazy scene, there's like a massacre or some shit that's happened, like in some of those horror movies. I do actually like as well too that even on top of like the way that Togata is, like, you know, doing the storytelling for us as well here as well, just in her own words, I kind of like how these movie related things are kind of happening using the double spread as an example. Like, you know, when the power goes out, you know, it's like all of a sudden, bam, and then I come back and I'm like, you know, I'm dead or something like that. It's one of those types of things where I think that that's kind of cool to even see happen in a manga. I think that it's really creative. And then on top of that, when you think about this, like, I'm reading a story which was written and drawn by a man who is drawing a story of a character who loves movies, who is shooting a movie of the main character of the manga and narrating it in the manga. And I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed or a hospital. One of them. So either way, maybe a hospital bed is where I belong sometimes when I read Fujimoto's work, man. But yeah, this was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed being able to catch this one with you guys. I just wanted to say thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Of course, there's going to be more mangas over here on the channel as well too. I think generally Wednesday is kind of going to be roughly the day when we do manga around about, because, you know, like Chainsaw Man comes out on like Tuesday night. The webtoon that we're doing as well too, Omniscient Reader, actually comes out technically on Wednesday for me as well too. So I guess you can kind of think of Fire Punch is probably coming out around or about on or around each Wednesday. It's not going to be set in stone. But of course, if you guys would like the next chapters ASAP, do feel free to go and check out those 250 likes. You know, there is a like button, and it does help me as well too. I want to get these manga reactions out to other people, and, you know, have people join the community, because I do think that honestly, for me personally, the manga community over here on not only Twitch but just in the Discord and on YouTube, it's been really cool, man. I feel like people aren't cancer, and I like that. So thank you for not being cancer, everyone. You guys are really cool people, and it's always really fun to read what you guys have to say, and to also basically realize how much of a fucking idiot I am for not having realized certain things as well too. Swear to God, I go to the comments and someone's like, you know, this, that, or the other, or like, oh my God, you can perceive this as well too, and I'm like, wow, you can. That never occurred to me. I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of stupid, low-key. Anyway, so, you know, I really enjoy those discussions, so thank you. And yeah, feel free to share them around if you enjoy the Fire Punch reactions as well too. But anyway, until next time, take care, stay safe. I would appreciate you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.